We utilize one signal. I will never signal twice. That helps us with getting signals stolen. And that's a whole nother. That's an hour talk in itself, even though how we signal is so simple. But it forces players to communicate. So you have 4 players on the ground. They're never going to see the signal. Well, we're going to signal to the other 7. And it's amazing when I drop my hands and refuse to signal again, how efficient they get lining up in formation and getting the play from another player so that they can execute and play fast. As soon as I signal a second time, they will start to become reliant on it. So guys who get off the ground after being tackled and everybody gets off them slow because they don't want to let him up, he knows he's already missed the signal and he's already headed back to his position, and he's going to communicate with a skill player to get the play. And so we don't ever signal a second time. Also, I don't signal until the QB can get his eyes on me. So the one person I'm going to make sure of that gets the signal is going to be that guy. And then the rest of them basically have to fend for themselves, and that's really how we do it. There's no playbook, and because we give the receivers so much freedom, and because so many of the plays, if we truly are honest about what we're doing on the field, so many of these plays, both gap schemes and zone schemes up front, pass concepts down the field, all of those things very rarely look like what's in the playbook. And I'm not against using a playbook, but human beings, I have come to realize, are, in my humble opinion, I've come to realize that they're visual learners. I had a professor say, in one of his talks to our recruits about an academic department, he was speaking to them, and he was from the science department. He said it's a proven fact that human beings are visual learners. I could sit and talk about one of these great athletes in the NFL, high stepping down the sideline after an interception, doing what he does to taunt and celebrate. Deion Sanders was renowned for that. He'd pick off a ball, get out ahead of everybody, high step and do his little dance down the sideline and then cross the goal line with ease, and it's 6 points for the defense. And so I could describe that to a 7 or 8 year old sitting here in our room and hope that he could mimic or imitate what I'm describing. I could try and draw something on the board. I could hand him a playbook sheet of Deion Sanders, but how am I going to do that more efficiently than if I just put the video on and show them Deion Sanders picking off a ball, high stepping down the sideline? That 7 or 8 year old kid has a much better chance of imitating what he saw than he ever would from reading a page in the playbook, looking at a drawing on a board, or God help him, me trying to describe something like that. And so everything that we do is on a video playbook, everything. There's nothing on paper. That doesn't mean our position coaches don't put things on paper as handouts for some skills and techniques or blocks or schemes, but it's going to be on a need-to-know deal if they can't get it taught on video, or if it would help an individual.